Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be diving into a very significant topic inspired by Ezekiel 37, which speaks about the Valley of Dry Bones. It's a message that resonates with anyone who has ever felt broken, hopeless, or forgotten. But what if I told you that this passage holds a profound message about more than just physical resurrection? What if it's also about the restoration of your dreams, your hope, and your faith? Join me as we explore the deeper meaning behind this powerful passage and discover how it can impact our lives today. Now, before we dive in, please don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future videos. Let's get right into it. Imagine a desolate landscape, a valley filled with scattered bones, a scene of what seems to be a mass burial. This is the setting Ezekiel is confronted with in his vision, a vision that transcends time and space and speaks to the human condition in its most raw form. He is directed to these dry bones, a symbol of what appears to be death and hopelessness, and is told to prophesy to them. Can you feel the weight of this task? To speak to the dead, to breathe life back into something that seems so hopelessly lost. It almost seems absurd, doesn't it? Yet this is exactly where Ezekiel's journey begins, and with it, ours. As he utters these words, "Thus says the Lord God to these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter you, and you shall come to life." A whirlwind is stirred up, and lo and behold, the bones begin to knit together. Flesh, sinews, and even breath return to what was once lifeless remnants. This isn't just a story. It's a metaphor. It's a testament to the transformative power of hope and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Have you ever felt like you were at a point of no return? Like the odds were stacked against you, and the burdens of life had reduced you to feeling emotionally drained and defeated? If you have, know that you're not alone. There are times in all of our lives when we find ourselves in our own valleys of dry bones. Moments when the journey seems too difficult, the wounds too deep, and the future too uncertain. These are the times when this message from Ezekiel becomes our lifeline. Think about the countless individuals who have faced adversity, who have stared into the abyss of despair and emerged stronger on the other side. Their stories are a testament to the fact that just as Ezekiel witnessed, life can indeed spring forth from what seems to be a barren wasteland. But why is this passage so powerful? Why does it continue to resonate with us across the ages? What is the secret behind its enduring relevance? You see, the Valley of Dry Bones isn't just about physical death. It's about everything that dies within us when we experience trauma, loss, grief, or even the crushing weight of everyday living. It's about the death of dreams, the erosion of hope, and the fading of purpose. In essence, it's about the parts of ourselves that we bury, the wounds we cover up, and the scars we keep hidden. But here's the beauty of this passage. It reminds us that even in this valley, God's presence can be found. Just as Ezekiel was called to speak to the dry bones, we too are called to speak to the dying embers of our souls. We have the ability to rekindle the flames of our aspirations, to nurse our hopes back to health, and to breathe life into our dreams once again. This passage is a beacon for those who feel lost, a guiding light for those who are struggling to find their way back. It tells us that no matter how bleak the situation may seem, no matter how deep the wounds may run, there is always hope for healing, always a reason to try again. Think about the times when you felt like giving up, when the challenges you faced seemed insurmountable, and the path ahead looked dark and daunting. The message of Ezekiel 37 is a reminder that even in those moments, you have the power to turn things around. You have the ability to resurrect your dreams, to heal your wounded soul, and to breathe life into your aspirations once again. But how do we do this? How do we turn our personal valleys of dry bones into a landscape? It starts with acknowledging the bones, the parts of ourselves that have died or become dormant. It means confronting our pain, grief, or unmet needs, and speaking to them with the love and care they deserve. Sometimes this means seeking professional help, talking to a therapist or counselor who can guide us through the process of bringing our buried emotions to the surface. Other times, it might mean reaching out to friends and family, creating a support system that allows us to share our burdens and lean on each other for strength. It's also about creating an environment that nurtures the rekindling of our dreams. This could involve setting small, achievable goals that lead us towards our larger aspirations, engaging in activities that bring us joy and a sense of accomplishment, or simply taking time each day to reflect on what truly matters to us. You see, the process of turning things around isn't a quick fix. It's a journey that requires patience, understanding, and self-compassion. It's about recognizing that we're all works in progress, that we all have scars and stories etched upon our souls. As you continue to navigate the complexities of life, remember that you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Remember that you have the power to turn your personal valleys of dry bones into landscapes of hope and healing. You have the ability to resurrect your dreams, to heal your wounded soul, and to breathe life into your aspirations once again. Perhaps you've experienced a significant loss, the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or the shattering of a dream. Grief can be an all-consuming emotion, making it feel like you're trapped in a valley of dry bones. Your heart feels heavy, your days lack joy, and your nights are filled with longing. But Ezekiel's story reminds us that even in the depths of grief, there is hope for healing. Just as the bones came together and flesh covered them, your heart, too, can mend and new life can emerge from the ashes of your pain. Or maybe you're facing a seemingly insurmountable challenge, a mountain that looms large on your horizon, casting a shadow of fear and uncertainty over your path. The enormity of the problem can make you feel like you re-standing in a valley of dry bones. The journey ahead seems arduous, the obstacles seem overwhelming, and the possibility of failure feels like a heavy weight on your shoulders. But remember, as with the dry bones, the key to overcoming any challenge lies in your ability to breathe life into your efforts. Have faith in your abilities, trust in your potential, and believe in your capacity to overcome. Perhaps you're dealing with a personal shortcoming or a past mistake, something that haunts you, eats away at your confidence, and makes you feel like you re-stuck in a valley of dry bones. It can be challenging to confront our own shortcomings, but it's in these moments that Ezekiel's story becomes a source of strength. Just as the prophet was called to speak to his own dry bones, we too must learn to speak to the parts of ourselves that we've allowed to wither and die. Acknowledge your shortcomings, accept your mistakes, and believe in your ability to learn and grow. So whenever you find yourself in your own valley of dry bones, remember that you're not alone. God's presence is with you, offering solace, strength, and the promise of restoration. Embrace your pain, confront your challenges, and believe in your ability to heal and grow. Just as the bones in Ezekiel's vision came back to life, so too can your dreams, your hope, and your faith. If you found this video insightful, please don't forget to hit the like button below and share it with someone who might need some extra hope and encouragement today. Your support means everything to us. Thank you for joining me on this journey of faith and resilience. Until next time, may you find strength in the valley and hope in the dry bones.